Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Let's cut this Kate's jumpsuit. So guys, this is a piece of paper. I will first of all cut the upper one before I cut the down one. Remember that we're making a jumpsuit here. So I folded my paper into two. The width of the measure of the how I folded is their chest line divided by 4 plus 1 inch. Their chest line, your chest line, that is the kid's round chest, divided by 4 plus 1 inch. Then the length is the length of the half length of the kids. You can still use this method for an adult. So the first thing I did is to mark my shoulder line. Yes, I marked their shoulder, which is 5 inches. Then for the armhole, their armhole, the baby armhole is 6. So I minus 3 from the armhole because this is like a off-shoulder dress. So I minus 3 from the armhole, then I mark the remaining 3. Yeah, this is the line. So I have to extend the line like this for my armhole measurement. So the next thing now, all the measurement that I'm going to be taking, I'll be minusing 3. Yeah, so I minus 3 again to get the full length of the dress, like the half length for the upper dress. Yeah, so I'll get the half length. The half length is 11 inches plus 1 inches, yeah, for joining the downside to the upper one. So that is basically what I'm marking here. So after it, I have to rule down the line. So this is now the half length for the upper one. So I am marking the line like this so that I can get a straight line, minusing 3 in the upper side. So that's basically what I'm doing. So after it, I have to rule down the line. So the next thing now is to mark my round chest measurement. So on that armhole line, I'm going to mark my round chest divided by 4. That is the kid round chest divided by 4. The round chest divided by 4 plus 1 inches. Then after that, I'm going to draw my armhole curve just like this. So I drew my armhole curve. I curve it like that to go and meet that place that I marked the round chest measurement. So whatever I marked on that chest, I'm going to bring it down to the waistline. Yeah, I'm not going to be marking waist measurement. Whatever I used on that chest line is what I'll be using on the waistline. That is the half length. So after that, I connect the line. Then after that, I'm cutting out now. So guys, I'm cutting out now. So this is how you are going to cut yours. So guys, I am done cutting. So this is how it will look like when you open it up. Yeah, this is how it will look like. So I will go over to my fabric now, and I'm going to cut 2 of this, one for the front and one for the back. So guys, I've cutted this out. So guys, I've cutted it out on my fabric. It is 2, one for the front and one for the back. So now it's time for us to cut the downside, that is the trouser part. So I'm arranging it like so for you to know that it is 2 and it's the same. So guys, the next thing is to fold the upper one like this, and you will measure the down folded to know how many inches is there. Yeah, measure it folded like this to know how many inches is there. So I'm getting 8 inches. So the next thing to do is to bring in my downside, that is the trouser part. So guys, this is the trouser part. It is folded into 4 because I'll be cutting the 2 trousers together, both the front and the back. So for the length of the trouser is your full length from your shoulder, from the kid's shoulder down to the nails, or where you want the full length to reach. Then you minus the upper side. That is your half length, from your shoulder to your half length. Minus it. Then the remaining part will be the length of the trouser. The remaining length will be the length of the trouser. Then for the width is the hip measurement of that kid divided by 4. Yeah, plus 3 inches. The hip measurement divided by 4 plus 3 inches. That is what you use for the width. Yeah, that is so basically what I use. So while cutting, whatever you measured as you fold your upper side like this, whatever you measured there will be the measurement that you place on the waist of the trouser, if that makes sense. When you fold the upper side of your of your half length. Then you measure it. I got 8 inches. So whatever I measured, being my trouser being folded, is what I will place on the waist of that trouser, on the waist, to be the same measurement with the half length. Yes. So after it, you are going to, from that waist side, you draw out your hip gauge. Yeah, your hip, where the baby hip will sit. I draw out the hip gauge. I make use of 6 inches. From there, I draw out the crotch depth. I make use of 8.5 inches for their crotch depth. This is about 6 to 5 years baby. And if you want to draw out the crotch, you have to get your crotch depth. Let the baby sit on a flat surface. Then you measure from the waist to that flat surface. That is how to get the crotch depth. Whether baby or adult, we are going to use this method. Then from that upper side again, I'll draw out the full measurement of the trouser. That is basically what I am doing here. So I draw out the full measurement of that trouser. Then after it, the vertical measurement is done. Now let's take horizontal measurement. For I've already taken the waist measurement. Yes, the waist measurement and the half length of the half length waist, that is the upper side, is the same. So on that hip measurement, I will measure the hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch. That is what I just drew here. The hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch. Then I will, whatever I got on that hip side, I'm going to bring it on that crotch side. Then I will connect the lines together, both the waistline, the hip line, and the crotch line together. Then it's now time for me to mark my crotch extension. To get your crotch extension, whatever you get when you divide your hip measurement by 4, divide it again by 4. Then that will be your crotch extension. So that is what I got, and I marked my crotch extension. Then from the hip side, that vertical line I draw from the hip side, I connected it like a curve to get my crotch extension. Then I'll now measure my crotch extension. Whatever I get on that crotch extension, I will minus it 1. When I minus it 1, I will now mark it on the downside to make it that trouser effect. The same thing with the crotch extension, just that I minus 1 from what I got on my crotch extension total. I minus it 1 to, then whatever I got, I'll come and place the measurement on the full length of the trouser. Then I'll connect the line like this. Then our trouser is ready. Now it's time for us to cut, guys. So guys, I'm done cutting. So look at it, look at the front and look at the back. This is the trouser. This is how it's gonna look after cutting. Now let's work on the upper side. So I'm going to measure the upper side like the neckline side. I'm going to measure whatsoever I got. I'm going to times it into 2, and I'll cut out a piece of paper. You can times it into 3 or more, but me, I used to because of fabric. Then I got 10, and then when it times into 2, it is 20. So the length is 3 inches by length. Then the width is 20 inches by width. You understand? You can make it times 2 of whatever you got, or times 3. Then I'm going to fold the down one. Fold the down of the ruffles. Then the next thing is I'm going to gather the upper side. When I fold the down one, I will gather the upper side to fit into that neckline. That is the 10 inches that you measured. I will gather it to fit in to the upper dress, like that is the half length dress. Then fit into the next side. So I've gathered it here. Look at what I mean, guys. I've gathered it and I've gone ahead and fold the downside. So now I'm going to place it like this on top of the neckline, on top of the neckline of the upper one. I'll place it. I will place it on top of it. Then I'm going to top stitch on top. I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now, and I'll top stitch on top of it. I'll top stitch on top like this. I'll place it like this, and I'm going to top stitch on my sewing machine. I will do the same on the other side. Now let's go over to my sewing machine and do some. Come and show you guys. So guys, I've top stitched on the both fabric, as you can see in this video. I've gone to my machine now. I am removing the pins that I used to hold it down. Remember to use pin to pin it down before you go and top stitch. So I have top stitch on both of them. So the next thing now, I will bring in a piece of paper, a piece of fabric like this, a piece of fabric 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, to use and pipe it up, to use and pipe the neckline up. 1.5 inches, then any length like 10 inches length or 12 inches length that you can use to cover up the neckline. Then from the back, I will place the ruffles like this to use it and tidy up the neckline. From the back of the fabric, I'll place it like this. Then I'm going to sew it down. I will sew it down. Then I will now top stitch it on the front side. From the back, I will sew it from the back. Then I will fold it and top stitch it on the front side, just like you're seeing in this video. Like I will sew it from the back like this. Then I'll come over to the front. Then I'll top stitch it like this to close up the rough edges on the neckline. So guys, I'm done here. See what I was talking about. See, I have gone ahead and I'll sew it and I've top stitched it on the neckline. You have seen it. I'll cover the rough edges on the neckline. Yes, so the ruffles is now cute, right? Yeah, I know. So the next thing now is to join the front and the back together with 1/2 inches. The next thing now is to join the front and the back together with 1/2 inches. So I'll go over to my sewing machine now and I'm going to join the front and the back together with 1/2 inches. So guys, I'm done joining here. So look at it here. I've joined the front and the back together like this. So the next thing is to work on the armhole. The armhole and the stripe. Let's work on the armhole and the stripe. So I'll open up the top like this on that armhole side. I'm going to measure round of this armhole. I'm going to measure round. So I got 8.5. So as I got 8.5, I'm going to add it 20 inches. That will make it 28.5. That is 10 inches for the front, for the stripe for the front, and 10 inches for the stripe for the back that I use and tie the shoulder. Yes, then the other 8.5 will be for the armhole. So as you can see, I will mark 10 inches like this. Then I will now sew from here. I will minus that 10 inches like this, and I will now sew from that 10 inches to use it and pipe the armhole. Then when I get to the back side, and I'm going to minus another 10 inches again for the back. Yeah, just like this. I'll pin it up. Then when I get to the back side, I'm going to minus another 10 inches. Then I'll cut out the remaining. This 10 inches now will be for the stripe. You understand? Let's go over to my sewing machine so I can show you guys how to sew this. Let's go. So guys, on my sewing machine now, the first thing that you do is to minus 10. So you minus 10 from the stripe and you place it from that 10 inches. You place it from the beginning of the armhole, just the way you are looking at the camera now on this video. So I'm going to sew with 1/2 inch. I'm going to sew with 1/2 inch. I'm going to sew down the armhole, minusing that 10 at the top, as you can see in this video. Front side facing front side on that armhole. Do you get? Yes, I've gotten to the other end of the armhole. Then when you get here, you back stitch. When I back stitch, the next thing to do now is to measure another 10 inches for the back. Yes, you measure another 10 inches for the back. Then when you measure another 10 inches for the back, you are going to cut out the remaining, fabric that is not needed anymore. Then you're not going to fold it like so. You first of all fold it this way, fold it the other side, and fold it the other side, just like so. Then use the other one and cover it up like this, just like I'm doing in this video. Let me repeat it again. You fold the stripe like this. You first of all start from one stripe, from the beginning of one stripe. Then you fold it this way. Then you close it up like this and you start sewing. This is how you are going to sew. So look at the video and see how you are going to go about the sewing. Yes, for the armhole and the stripe, they are going to be in one piece. Nothing like to join armhole first and to join the stripe. No, it's going to be in one piece. Just do it like this. You are going to get it right. So this is how you are going to sew. You're going to sew it round like this, making sure that you're covering it like this. Yeah, please, if you have gotten to this extent and you have not subscribed to my channel, honey, what are you waiting for? So guys, I've sewed it and I've gotten to this armhole side. This is how you are going to be closing it up on that armhole side at the wrong side. See, this is how you are going to close up the armhole like this. You are going to sew it like this, just like this. Then when you go to the other of the stripe like this, you still fold it like this. You know, you will sew it this way. That's why I took you guys to my sewing machine, so you see how you sew it, because I don't know how I'm going to explain this without practicals. So this is how you are going to sew it. I've already done the other side, so I'm using this one to illustrate. Then when you get to the edge of the other stripe, you fold it again like so on that edge. Fold it like so, then you top stitch. That is all for the stripe and the armhole. Yeah, and you top stitch like this. So you're basically done for the stripe and the armhole, guys. Let's go over to my table. Let me show you guys. So look at it now. It's not looking so cute. So looking so cute. So you're going to tie it like this at the end of it. Yeah, you're going to tie it like this at the end of it. So the next thing now to do is for me to fold my top like this, like the top of the jumpsuit, and I'm going to notch the center. I will also show you guys what I will use this notch to do. Let's keep on watching. So I'm going to notch the center and I will set the half length aside. So now let's work on the trouser side. So the next thing to do is to the both of the trouser front side facing each other. You're going to join it on the crotch side with 1/2 inch. You're going to join it on the crotch side with 1/2 inch. I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now, and I'm going to join it on the crotch side with half of an inch. Let me join it and come and show you guys. So guys, I've joined it now on the crotch side with 1/2 of an inch. I've joined the two fabric together on the crotch side. Now I'm going to open it up like this way to make it that trouser effect. Can you see? I opened it up like this to make it that trouser effect. So the next thing to do now, okay, let me repeat myself again. It is like this. Then you have to open it on the center side like this. Now it has become trouser now. So the next thing now to do is to create a casing. On that downside of that trouser, I'll create a casing. I'll use 1.5 inches to create a casing there, where I will be inserting my 1/2 inches elastic. I'll create 1.5 inches. I'll create a casing. So guys, I've created the casing here. So I measured 8 inches elastic by length. Yeah, that is what I'll be inserting on that casing I created on the downside. Yeah, on the downside of the trouser, like this, the hem of that trouser. So I'm going to use my safety pin now. I'm going to use it to insert the elastic inside the casing I created on the hem of the trouser. Just look at the video, understand what I mean. So I'm going to insert it right now. Then after inserting it, you see what it looks like. So guys, I am done inserting one. Look at it. I'll go over to my sewing machine now, and I'm going to use my sewing machine to sew the edges so that the elastic will not pull out. Then I'll do the same on the other side. So guys, I am done inserting the both of them, and I've used my machine to hem the edges. Yes, I've hold the edges down. Remember to hold the edges so that it will not pull, the elastic will not pull out. So the next thing now is to close up the crotch side. Yes, to close up the downside. So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now, and I will sew one side with 1/2 inches, and I'll sew the other side with 1/2 inches to close it up. So let's go over to my sewing machine and do that. So guys, I'm done here. I've closed it up. Look at it. Our trouser is getting ready. Remember that this is a jumpsuit. So let's attach the upper side to the trouser to make it a jumpsuit. So on the right side of the upper side, I'm going to put it inside the jumpsuit. Yeah, that is right side facing right side. You will turn the trouser part to be wrong side, then inner it will be right side. So that notches that you made earlier, at the center of the half length, that notches that I told you guys to make, that is you make that notches to merge with the center of that place to join the crotch, if that makes sense. Yeah, to be at the center with the trouser, the center of that trouser here. Then after it, use your pin and pin it down. I'll go over to my sewing machine now, and I'm going to sew it round with 1/2 of an inch. So guys, we are done sewing here. So the thing is still inside, but we are going to attach our elastic round the waist side. Yes, so that it's going to hem, like to hold the waist firm. Yeah, you are going to attach an elastic. Where you attach the elastic is the allowances that you use to join the trouser and the top together. That is the place that you are going to attach this elastic. So you measure the I just used 20 inches or 18 inches. Yes, I use 18 inches for the elastic. You measure around the waist, then you minus 3 from whatever you measured, minus 3 from the kid's waist, whatever that is the kid's waist. Yes, round of the kid's waist, minus 3 from round of the kid's waist. That is what you are going to use for the elastic. Then now let's go over to our sewing machine now and show you guys how to attach the elastic. So this is our machine now. So we are going to be sewing it like this under allowances that you use to join the upper and the trouser together. So we are going to sew it on this allowance. Remember, while sewing, always draw your elastic, but don't draw it too much. Always draw your elastic, yes, so that it's going to, to draw with the cloth. Always draw your elastic and sew it like this under allowances that you use to join the upper and the trouser together, just like you're seeing like this in this video. I'm going to sew this round, drawing my elastic, making sure that I draw the elastic. I'm going to sew it round. Then after sewing it, I'll tell you guys what next to do. So guys, we are done sewing here. I've sewn it round. So the next thing now is to turn the cloth to the front side. Look very well here, please guys. Turn the cloth to the front side, just like I'm doing like this. I am turning the foot. You can see our jumpsuit is gradually coming together. Turn the cloth to the front side. Then you will now push. Yes, you will push this allowance, push it to that top, to that upper side of the jumpsuit, like the upside, the top side. Push it like this, and you're going to top stitch on the front side. You're going to top stitch on the front side, so that the elastic is going to draw both the trouser and the top side. Yeah, when you push it like that I did like that, you're going to top stitch it on the front side of the fabric, like push it this way. Yeah, then you top stitch. You're going to do it round the cloth, round the waist side. Yeah, that's what I'm basically showing you guys. When you sew, always draw it. Can you see the way it's drawing now? So the jumpsuit, the upper side and the trouser side are now drawing together, like they're now coming together. So guys, let's sew it and I'll show you guys the final result. So guys, at this point we are done sewing. I'll sew it round. You can see the waist now. So it's a jumpsuit, not jumpsuit thing. So guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please don't forget to do that. Comment, like and share. Please support this channel, for more videos. Bye guys, see you guys in my next